Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. Yeah. Uh, so, for anybody who's never met me before or not familiar with me, my name is Ernestine Day, and I am the Soulful Guitarist, and I channel energy from Source through me, through my guitar, without using words. Sorry, just looking for my Facebook page. Oops. I was planning on coming here at 5:05. Here I am 10 minutes later because what I was trying to do was get the, I'm going to be shifting things, okay, everybody? The only day I'm going to be on here for sure, and this is at this time, that could change. We all know that. But at this time, I'm going to be on here every Sunday at 5 o'clock. Okay? What I'm not going to get into too much here at this time. I know there's going to become a point where it's going to be time to share many things, not many things, this incredible journey I've been on. And so that I won't go back to what I did a year and a half, 2 years ago. Okay, because I have a private group, and whenever I just go, like you guys know how I come on here and just play. Okay, that's going to be done over there. That's where that group, that's why I created that group. It was a safe container for me just to be. And that's how this starts, not how this started, but that's where I started from. Because I just like playing. And because my journey, especially the last year and a half, well, the last 2 years, flat out, but I know about a year and a half ago or something, I started not shifting, but things were going on in my life, which I shifted that and I came on here, which has been incredible. I loved it. But I'm going to be going back to my group. So I'm going to be putting that link to my group. Like that's why I was late getting on here. I was trying to put it in the chat above so you guys could click on it and then you just get in there. But I'm going to be on here on Facebook and YouTube every Sunday at 5 p.m. unless something comes up. Okay, that's my commitment to you guys at this time. It looks like, yeah, okay. So I am here. You are here for this amazing magic that I get to channel. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I just realized I did something the other day. I use a Zoom H5 recorder. If you don't know what that is, that's this little puppy here. And I record every time I play the guitar. And I think I forgot to take out, or not take out, but turn off my recorder the other day. So I'll have to go in and figure it out. So, whoops. There's a lot of magic that happens, as some of you guys know. For those who don't, that's okay. That happens. And I don't want to ever not capture anything. And that's a beautiful part about coming on here for a live, number one. Number two, having this incredible Zoom H5 recorder. Yeah, and it's called a Zoom H5 recorder. A lot of musicians use this gizmo. There's other gizmos as well, but because I went to hit record and said the card was filled. So this card's not really full. I just forgot to turn it off from the other day. And that's the thing that happens with me. But oh well. Hello, beautiful sister Andrea. Okay. Let's get at this. Well, yeah, it is good evening. Sorry, I had to look at the clock because didn't even know what time it was. Well, you guys, all I'm going to say very quickly and briefly and to the point, a lot of changes within me in the last 2 years, massive ones. But something I started, I think it was just right after I moved in here, so it's like 2 years ago. And I started my own private group. And well, what's happened because of what, I'm going to use the word mentally because of everything I've gone through, that I sort of came on here to mainstream Facebook, etc., and do it here. It just sort of slid in, but I also understand why. But what's happening because I'm back. And so what I'm going to be doing is these lives that I do here, spontaneous lives, are going to be in my private sacred group on Facebook land. Okay? I was trying to find it to put it in the little comments above. You can check all the information is in there, but I couldn't find it before I come on here. So it will be on the next live, I promise. Anyway, so I'm switching back to that. It doesn't mean at this very single moment, but I'm definitely changing back to that. And every Sunday, you guys, just so you guys all know, I made a commitment, and I got a couple of sisters and a brother that are on here now. They know I mean what I say. I'm on here every Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. So depending where you are, it's not a bad time. The only thing is, my friends in the UK, it sort of hurts them. There's no easy time, period, because you can't get them all. So anyway, so it's every Sunday at 5 p.m. on YouTube and Facebook. I'm on here. So that's going to be every Sunday. And these little times I'm going to be doing spontaneous playing is going to be done in my private sacred group, because that's where it started. Not just, there's a special container that was created there. Just giving you guys a heads up. Also, November 23rd, I'm having a concert. It's an actually in-person concert, but I'm going to see if they have Wi-Fi, which I doubt, but if not, that my phone works there, because using just, what's the word I'm looking for? Just using my phone without any connection to internet. That's what it is. There's a word for it. That there's only maybe 1 or 2 bars where I live, and where my concert's at is just around the corner, so I'm not quite sure. If I'm able to, once I go over there, I went to do it the other day, but they were closing up. So I'm gonna go in the next day or two and test it out. If my phone works, got enough bars to know that I can live stream it, it will be live streamed, but it's gonna be a paid concert. And it's gonna be suggested $20 for this concert. A sliding scale is available, as most of you guys know. So there's that. My incredible graphic artist just sent me all my stuff late this afternoon, which is fine. I'm totally okay with that. So I just got the information for Soulful Sundays. I got a graphic for it now, or poster flyer, whatever it is, a banner. There we go. And also, she created one for my concert. The only thing it doesn't say on there is live stream. If I'm able, yeah, because I got to set a whole pot. I'm going to be so busy, you guys, in the next week or so. I will come on here just to relax. I don't do well with outside world stuff, so it can drain me. Well, it does drain me. And I've been doing it since I got up this morning at 9 o'clock, and yeah. And so it's been a busy day, and this is me chilling out. Here we go. Wow. Whew. Whew. I don't know. There's nothing else to be said. This is me. 'Cause it's the most godliest feeling, you guys, being in this incredible space at my end, and to do what I'm doing. Not do because it's not me, because it's just pure channeling, but just a sense and feel and trust myself. And Dina Love is on here. I've known Dina, I don't know how long. But, you know, like anybody who has, and I've got her sister Lois on here. She's one who witnessed me and from what we've known each other, 4.5, 5 years? It's from Soulology, which is coming up 5 years in January. And I know what it's like for me, but it's really nice for people when, you know, Lois has witnessed this evolution unfolding and stuff, and then, you know, 2022, in June 2022, I start using a looper. This incredible tool opened me. It cracked me open because I did not know this part of me was inside of me, because I never had anything to assist and help me to move the energy. In other words, play back to me. and it, when it plays back, it activates me, and then it just unfolds, and I've been learning, I've been growing, I've been expanding for the last 3 years, and, you know, and it was June of last year, 2023, that I embodied this, that I am. So with that embodiment, I've been figuring out, that's the best way I know how to say it, and trusting myself, because I've never trusted myself at this level. My confidence level in what I do is amazing, and I've always said this about my music. You know, it's like in 1996 when I went into the recording studio to record my first album. Well, it wasn't going to be an album, it was just recording it, because the only thing that I knew back then in 1996 is that my music was special. It was just special because of where it came from within me. That's all I do. And to step into this incredible part of me now, and it's like, it's amazing. I mean, just, I'm a little speechless right now. But you guys, just so anybody that's here right now, I'm going to be saying this every time I stop playing, because I want to make sure I catch people in case they're not here later to see all this or hear it, is things will be changing up. I have a private sacred group on Facebook land. I haven't used it really in a couple of years because of my own personal journey. But it is time for me to go back into that space. So me coming on here and hanging out like this is going to be happening over there. You are more than welcome to join my group. I will find the link and put it in the Facebook chat. In fact, I'll try to pin it to the top for a little bit, but I meant to get it on the information above here. But it'll definitely be on the information above here the next time I go live. So I couldn't, yeah. Anyway, so you're more than welcome to ask to join. I just want to make sure, like, there's nothing goes in that. You guys can't even post in there. You can try, but it won't be posted. It's strictly, when I think, Lois, you're in my group, because what I did 3 years, or I think it's 3 years ago, whatever it was, I created a safe container for me. It's a safe space for me to go in and be in. And this journey that I've been on mentally has drifted me over here, which is fine. But I can feel it now, it's time. So I'm just giving you guys heads up, it's not gonna happen like that, but I'll give you guys notice. Also, I meant to do this as well, I have to make myself, you should see my list to do, because now I'm able to do stuff. It's unreal. But I was gonna say before I said that. Oh, I know what it was. April 23rd, I'm having a concert. It's actually an in-person concert, but if I'm able to use my phone as a router, meaning that the connection there is good with my phone, then I will live stream it. If not, I'll record it and I can put it into a group, whoever wants to invest in this. This concert's going to be amazing. 2016 was the last time I did a concert, until May of this year. And it was incredible. And these people did not know this side of me. In fact, not one of them. Not one of them knew this side of me. They know me personally as a person. They knew I played guitar, but they've never experienced me in its entirety. And they just could not believe it. We all walked away that evening. I had this guy, my sound guy, he goes, I've never experienced anything like that. I'm becoming very powerful, I know that, and I honor that. And this gift is not mine to hold on to. It's my gift. It's not my gift. It's the gift from the universe to be shared to everybody. Dina was on here and she made a comment a bit ago, you know, she's crying. Yeah. Yeah. Because, yeah, the vibration is incredible. It's just amazing. Yeah. So, is that it? I think that's it. Okay, I'm going to do at least one more song. I have so much stuff because I have to get my concert out tonight. So I have to do a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, here we go. that was different, wasn't it? I've never played that before. It's happening that fast for me, you guys. Like, I'm trusting just because it happens. And it's been the most amazing journey, especially in the last year and a half. Just, I already mentioned that I embodied everything that I am last June of 2023. And I've been just, and here I am today. I feel very blessed. I feel very honored. But, so you guys, every Sunday at 5 p.m., I'm on here on YouTube and Facebook both, every Sunday at 5. I'm going to be changing what I do on here, just coming on here sporadically or spontaneously, is going to be done in my private secret group. So that's where you guys are going to find me, is over there. So if you want to join that, you're more than welcome to. I'll put the link. Definitely on the next live I do, the link will be up on the chat thing up above. Not chat, but the information. So you guys can find it. All you gotta do is ask. I just make sure that you're legit. No, nothing goes in there other than me. It's a container. And some of you guys understand what containers are. They're very sacred. And I don't allow nothing in there. And speaking about nothing, this is hilarious. And I'm saying the word hilarious because I just grew follower-wise today. It grew again. This week I went from, what was it, 87,000 followers. In the last 3 days, 4 days, I've gone to over 89. Yeah, so over 2,000 increase. And that has to do with me coming back to me being able to do stuff. And that's the thing. A lot of people think because you don't do something, oh, just do it, get it done. And it doesn't work that way for everybody. Some people it works that way, not me. And everything that I've gone through, I was never scared because I was observing myself. I wasn't in here. Woo! I was observing myself and witnessing what I was doing and how I was feeling. Not what I was doing, but more so how I was feeling and the things I wasn't able to do. And some of the people that have been very close to me, one of the ladies, which some of you guys know, is Marina Govier, because she's my graphic person, she's my web person, she's my everything on that level. And because of her incredible being that she is, a goddess that she is, I've always been honest with her about where I was, what I was going through and there's times that it was hard. And because it was like, where am I? Where am I? Because when you have a glimpse into who you are and you're not there, you go, no, I like that over there. I like that. For me, it's and there is, for me, as close as possible to God. Some people call it spirit. Whatever term you want to use, it's all the same. And because of what I do, guitar-wise, channel energy, I get that close. So even while I've been going through this journey for the last 2 years, the only place I could feel connected to me was my guitar. Yeah. I did a test at one point just to pick up the guitar to see, okay, I am there. So I don't feel me, but I am there. I've never been hard on myself through this incredible journey because I made a choice. Not, well, I was guided by spirit to go on a journey. And I went, what? And okay, I'm just going to say it out loud now because for whatever reason. I've been, this is just the nuts of it all. In 1996, I had a hysterectomy, and a partial hysterectomy. I still have my ovaries. And remember, it was the year 1996, so they were not aware the way they are today. And so after my hysterectomy, I used to say I lost myself, but it wasn't really losing myself, it was waking up. There's the hormonal side, which was not that well known back then. That was the truth, real more truth. But they did not know it then. Today's different, so that's why I'm making this very clear. So my doctor put me on antidepressants and anti-anxiety, which calmed me down because I was just bawling. I didn't have control of my emotions. And go, why am I crying? Like, because nothing's upset. It's not about crying. It's not about being upset, but crying. But I didn't understand these tears is me releasing whatever it is, even though I'm trying to rationalize it, going logically. Well, you know, you can analyze it. The bottom line is this: they're just tears flowing. But again, back then I did not have the same awareness I now have today. So in October 21st of 2022, Spirit guided me to come off these medications. I've tried a couple times over the years, never good for me. And I just went, what? And that, not a panic, but, oh shit, right? And sorry, I looked at something I shouldn't have looked, sorry. Give me a sec. Oh, yeah. So I'm going, no. And I felt this incredible calmness. No, you got this. You'll be fine. I said, okay. So I reached out to about 10, 12 people that I know in the spiritual community. For support as I go through this, because I have no idea what I'm going to feel like, what I'm going to go through, or anything else. And my dear friend, Deb, there is nothing that Deb is not. And I'm talking about on a spiritual level. She's a medical intuitive, she's a medium, she's a psychic, there's nothing that she's not, like honest to God, you know? So, you know, her guides kicked in right away and said to her, she'll be off them in 6 months. I'm going, what? So the truth is, I was off them in 6 months. I did it. With not much problem, quite honest. So it was April of last year that I got off all the medications. So now I'm trying to cope and function without anything. But the thing is, these were still in my system, these drugs. So the longer that I was off them, like, we got to the point there was nothing in my body. But what happened is I wasn't, and I'm talking mentally, I wasn't able to do anything. My house turned into a disaster for the last literally almost 2 years. I've spent hundreds and thousands of dollars on food that I didn't need to, but I had no control. And I thought, okay, I'm going to go to because I'm going to Soulology in December, thinking that, okay, I'll get to Soulology in December in Houston, I'm around family. I got there. It wasn't okay for me. Because I wasn't okay. People are always respectful to me, absolutely. And when I got back home here, because this was December 8th, I flew in 8th to the, no, 3rd to the 10th or something. Anyway, so I got back, you know, around the 10th or 12th, whatever the date was when I got back here. And when I got back here, like, I was more exhausted than I was when I left. Because I'm drained. Then in January, I really wasn't feeling well within me, completely. And what I did, I've closed every blind in my house here. I blocked out the outside world, which I do from time to time just to rejuvenate within myself. But this went on for 6 weeks. That's when I was concerned. For me. And along with that, I couldn't play my guitar. That was a massive red flag. And it was remember that there was 4 weeks in February I didn't play. And that was those 4 weeks. And I reached out to my doctor, went in and saw him. And he's very spiritual. And he knows I'm very spiritual. So there's no pussyfooting around on anything. I just told him basically what I said to you guys, more or less, right? Hey, look, I don't know what's going on. I got my blinds shut for the last 6 weeks. I can't play my guitar, which is my soulmate. No. I can handle a lot. I can cope with a lot. I can deal with a lot. But not my guitar. So he goes, okay. So we started that, I think it was March, that I started getting back on these medications. And it has taken from then until about a month ago, right? Just over a month ago, because I had my last visit with my doctor. I said, how long? I said, because it's becoming unbearable. And because we've been increasing. And he said, it takes about, because we're at whatever, this high level now, where I was before. And he says it takes 6 weeks for it to settle, to be totally balanced out in your body. I said, okay. And meanwhile, it was the longest. Because I think at that point I had 4 weeks left to wait, because I was already on it for 2 weeks. And it was the longest 4 weeks, because I thought week 1 was week 4. it was crazy, like it was just nuts. But what I started noticing, so I just kept myself in check, because that's all I can do. And then what started happening, I started feeling me. I'm going, okay, is this good? Because I've surfaced from time to time. That's when I'm talking to you guys. That's when I surface. But when I'm in there, I can't talk to you guys. I can still play, but I can't talk. Yeah, so that, So you guys been noticing that I'm talking a lot more? I don't understand why these medications work for me, but all I can tell you is thank God. I know I have soul family that are, about, the Western medicine. There is a time and place for Western medicine. Not everything can be holistic. And one thing I said to my doctor when I went in to get back on these medications, I said, when it affects my quality of life, which means me living, period, no, I matter. And that's what I said to him. And that's why I love talking to him, because he doesn't question me. He listens and hears, he understands, he understands what I'm saying. So because of the mental part of me, that's what you guys experience. That's where I'm back. And and that's why I've taken this long to even, I wasn't planning on talking about it this evening. Because I want to make sure, because I've come up for like a few days or a week and then back down I go. I'm down there for a while and then back up for a day or a week or whatever, and it's, and that's with not being on anything. So it was like, okay, we as individuals, I'm the only one that truly knows what's going on with me inside. I'm the only one. I know people have their opinions. I don't need people's opinions. I appreciate the fact that, hey, have you tried this? Have you tried that? I appreciate the offers, but, I've tried the mushrooms while I was off. They worked for a little bit, and that was it. And it was costing me more than money than I was able to afford. Right? Because most of my money is sunk into what I do here, meaning my music, my equipment, and what it costs me a month just to run. It's like I have extremely high speed. I pay for it. I have one I think it's 750 or whatever it is, might even be one now, but it's, I pay a lot of money for this. Restream cost me like, basically it's going to be $90 a month. Microsoft cost me. Like we all know in Zoom, same thing. Everything cost, and my bills per month for my music stuff is roughly around $600-700 a month. Yeah, that's where I put my money into my music right now. But what I do know, I have no doubt, I've said this periodically over the last couple of years, because when I surface, I know. And when I'm down, I remember what I know. And if that makes sense. And it's like this concert, right? I'm doing it at a different place than I did the last one. As some of you guys know, I had to change venues very quickly because the guy decided to let his friend rent the hall. He booked it with somebody else and already had booked it. And I was in Matt Scramble, and it cost me almost triple. Yeah. No regrets, because it was an incredible concert, and I want to go back to that venue again. I love that venue. I love having a sound man up there doing it all. I have to do it all myself this time, which is fine. That's my system right there. I have a Bose 32, L1 32, and a amp. That's not the right word. Sorry. But anyway, they call that the tower. So I have all my equipment. Like over the last, I've been connected with Soul G. So I started buying. Actually, you want to see the first thing I ever bought? You're going to laugh. This was the first thing I ever bought. Because what it was for me is, whoops, sorry. Right? Was this little gizmo. That's the first thing I bought. Was this and shakers. That's the first two things I bought. Then I bought my mixer. Then I bought my Zoom H5 recorder. And anybody who's a musician, you all know this and are aware. Cables, electrical cables for this stuff is expensive. Okay, I've got cables galore. You can see them, some of them up in the wall and some over here. Some are TRS or TRS and on and on. But that's where I have chosen to put my money is into my music, everything that I am. And, you know, I want to get another looper, identical to this one. I can put 2 loopers together on mine. That way I can do, the reason why I want to do this, and it'll all make sense here in a sec, just to explain to you guys, I have a 5-channel looper. Okay, so I've got 5 different channels. Okay, when you record on track 1, you record it, boom, and then just repeats. You can actually add layers to that track. You can add 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever you want. And then, you know, track 2 can be whatever you want. In my case, the way I set it up is track 1 is the initial laying down of that container. I have to have that container perfect, because if it's not, I can't do it. And then track 2, I start picking, or it could be a drum or whatever. And because what happened, because I'm using shakers, whatever, they're all on the same track, which means I cannot control each instrument by itself. So mine has 5 tracks. Adding another 5 tracks, that will allow me to control each volume going out to you guys, instead of layering different instruments on the same track, and then, because I can't sort out the sound, the levels of the sound, each one in that track. It's only that one track I can control, which is the first. But thereafter tracks I have no control. So that's why I want to get another looper. It's on my list. And, you know, there's I want to get, there's a bunch of stuff I want to get. And right now I could easily spend 20 grand like that. Yeah, 20 grand. For example, and to give people an idea, you can buy, forgive me, and I'm not putting anybody down when I say this, I'm going to use the word inexpensive gongs. I can buy inexpensive ones, but what's going to happen is they're not going to really serve me very long, meaning maybe 6 months, if that, maybe 2 months. And what I know is that with a gong, that I want to get, not huge, you know, I'm not at that level, but I know I need, just like what Ty has, Ty Hundle, for example. I'm not sure what his size of his are, but, you know, it's, you know, I want those. I want to get a hand, okay, just so you know, each one of those gongs could be anywhere from $3,000 to $8,000 each, depending on the size, etc. Okay? I also want to get a hand pan. I know the one I'm going to get. I know it. And some people say, oh, well, just get that one. No, 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 no. This is an investment. When I say this, what I have learned, and I'm sure you guys agree with me, is that when you've compromised just for the sake of having something at this moment, or the fact you didn't have the funds, you didn't want to spend the extra money at this time, whatever the case may be. And every time we buy something that was a lesser off than what we really truly know what we want, every time we do that, we kick ourselves in the arse. Or in the ass, same thing. We kick ourselves in the butt. Damn it, I should have spent that extra money. I had a guy, my PA system cost me, I think it was around $4,500, or close to $5,000. Okay? One of the guys at the store said, well, Aaron, just get the 16. I said, no, no, no. I said, this is a one-time investment, and I will not compromise on it. I want the 32. He got it, because I just said it to her already. He got it, and don't sit there and try to talk me into it. It's like I said to him, I've been searching for 5 years. Yeah. It is time for me to receive. Thank you, Andrea. And this is the thing. And when I say this is, I'm talking about my mental state, okay? Because when don't feel well, when I'm not balanced within myself, I have a hard time talking, communicating. I can, if you know, like with my friend Deb, she gives me the space to talk and just gives me the space instead of trying to interfere with what I'm saying. And you know, Marina, same thing, and she, you know, and that's where the people, those are only two people that I've allowed in to the degree I've allowed in, but they love me for me. They see who I am. They feel who I am. Right. And those, you know, and they never made me wrong. All I had was love and support, you know. And I feel very blessed by those two amazing women. And I know there's other people, you know, little dabs. But, you know, the biggest concern / fear that we have is people going to judge us. If you choose to judge me, that judgment is on you. If you don't understand something that I said, ask. I will do my best to answer. And I have other people that also can answer, but not about my journey, but they can answer certain things that I don't have that. I have the awareness because I know it's truth when I hear it. And it's like Sandra, you know, here's an incredible, there's another lady. Like, I met Sandra 2 years ago at Soulful Fest. And more so on the stage, because she has a hand pan and she brought her drum, and we're on the stage hanging out with her, jamming, and it was just magical. That's what I love, right? And just so everybody knows right now, because Sandra's here, she hasn't heard this. I have a private sacred group, and what I'm going to do, Sandra, I'm going to send you an invite to my private sacred group, because I'm going to be in there the way I was on here. And the only day I'm going to be on here is on Sundays at 5. Yeah. But because, you know, it wasn't about, you know, like I just feel blessed, you know, the last 5 years, because what I have learned and what I'm understanding, and the truth is understanding so much more about who I am. And because of the spiritual community that I'm connected with. And it's just not Soulology because it's Soulology, but all these other people that were in Soulology, but yet they know other people, and all this stuff. And it's like, it's the most incredible ride, because I remember my friend Jade Rader was, and this is how I found Todd. My friend Jade Rader was on with Todd in January in 2020. And so I went there to support her, not knowing who Todd was or Soulology or anything else. And here's you know, all these people, and I'm going, holy shit, they know. Because I don't socialize with people, because it's not safe for me to be who I am in the outside world. So I found soul family in that. And through these incredible beings that I know, I've learned, I've come to understand and taken all this craziness out of stuff. And, you know, I just feel, I'm so grateful for all the people that I've connected with over the years. It's funny, you start out, you never expected to be sitting here, and I'm saying Soulology 5 years ago now. Because a year ago I was saying 4 years. My music is not the same because I've shifted. It's similar, but not the same. And that's why no matter how many times I play a tune, I can never play it exactly the same way twice. Because we don't feel the same way twice, ever. And that's the ride I get to go on, is I get to sit here, and when I talk about trust, it's that. Stepping and trusting myself, and that's where I'm just relaxing more into it and just, And that's the magic you guys are experiencing, because I'm experiencing on this side. Just trusting myself, and it's been incredible. Incredible. But it is now 6:38. So you guys, if you want to belong to my private sacred group, it's called the Alchemist Intuitive Soulful Guitarist. That's the group. So on that note, it was great seeing you, sister. Sandra, Andrea. I know, oops, get out of there. Sorry, clicked on something here. I know that Jim was here earlier. I don't know if you're still here. Tim, sorry. Sorry, Tim. Dina, yeah. I try not to miss anybody. I'm just scrolling down here. Okay. It's 9:38. Perfect. So, love you all dearly. And I will be seeing you guys soon. Hugs and loves, everybody.